1993, the iconic planetary scientist and broadcaster Carl Sagan sent a fascinating manuscript to Nature magazine announcing what might have seemed like the most obvious case of stating the obvious. It said Sagan and team had searched for life on Earth and found it. This may sound ridiculous, but Dr. Sagan's purpose was rather ingenious and serious. As recalled by the latest issue of Nature on the manuscript's 30th anniversary, this was Dr. Sagan's masterstroke, saying that the results of their experiment was, and I quote, strongly suggestive of life on Earth, also said, and again I quote, these observations constitute a controlled experiment for the search of extraterrestrial life by modern interplanetary spacecraft, unquote. Sagan suggested to NASA to use its spacecraft Galileo, then on its way to Jupiter, to look at Earth from a distance of 960 kilometers, as if it were looking for signs of life on a planet. The idea seemed to carry out a controlled experiment to test whether we could find signs of life from distance and how accurate they might be. The team, according to Nature, found evidence of oxygen, water vapor, ice, and snow, along with carbon dioxide, methane, and other greenhouse gases. Its imaging system spotted clouds, oceans, coastlines, and rocky surfaces. More importantly, it also found electromagnetic signals whose amplitude varied in pulses. Nature said, and I'm quoting now, these amplitude-modulated or AM waves were used widely at the time to carry radio and television broadcasts and were of a type not known to occur naturally, unquote. The presence of AM waves not known to occur in nature indicated the presence of a technological civilization, namely us, including Sagan, who was among the prime presence on those very waves as the most popular science broadcaster. Now that we have discovered 5,500 exoplanets or planets orbiting their stars outside our solar system, we know that if we find the kind of evidence that Galileo found on Earth, we could be certain that there is extraterrestrial life. The reason why Dr. Sagan's control experiment is now considered important is because, among other things, as Nature puts it, and I quote, it's important to test not just what we don't know, but what we think we do know, unquote. The Sagan team also did not automatically assume that there was life on Earth, despite the obvious, in order to offer a nuanced conclusion based on evidence. 30 years hence, as we look at thousands of exoplanets, what Sagan and team did and tested what we already knew, namely that there is life on Earth, has become an important feature of testing what we do not know.